Hello everyone, and welcome back to my chatty, sassy channel here on YouTube, where I talk about all things luxury, be it luxury fashion, luxury travel, or life's luxuries in general. Today I am getting started with the very first of my gift guide videos. I'm going to try and get the 4 videos that I'm doing up as quickly as I can so that hopefully you can take advantage of any Black Friday sales or Cyber Monday sales that are going on. The very first of my gift guides for this year is going to be the stocking stuffer gift guide. So I have 20 different items on here that I think would make great stocking stuffers. Some of them are geared a little more towards men, some are geared a little more towards women, but most of these can be given to just about anybody on your list. So what stocking stuffers are to people in my family is they are fun items that, yes, they can be useful, maybe they're just really enjoyable and a little bit silly, but they are things that cost under $25, and that's what everything on this list is going to be. Most of the items on this list are actually under $15, and this is just going to be a really fun video to do, and basically everything on this list you're probably going to be able to find a Black Friday deal on Amazon. I will have links to everything mentioned in this video as well as to my 3 other gift guides, which are going to be linked down below. So make sure to be subscribed if you are wanting more Christmas shopping ideas. Now the first item that I'm putting on this stocking stuffer list is going to be a little bit more general. One of my favorite Christmas gifts that I have ever gotten is that one year I asked for socks because I had run out of socks. Basically all of my socks were either stretched out, they had holes in them, they were bally and nasty to wear, and I got this massive giant bag of socks of all different varieties, and it is still one of my absolute favorite Christmas gifts ever, even though it's one of my least expensive ones. So getting people some nice pair of socks to put in that stocking, one, socks can be a really bulky item if you're getting like a multi-pack or if you're getting a pair of really fluffy socks. And so that can help take up space, which means that that's less stocking stuffers that you have to buy. But also honestly, just getting nice socks as an adult is one of the best things that you can give to adults. Now, the next item on this list is for the person who showers, and that is going to be getting them some Spongelles. I've also heard it pronounced Spongellés, which I personally prefer because it's a lot more fun. But basically it is these multi-use sponges that come pre-infused with the body soap in them. They have all different scents. I'll have both the website as well as Amazon linked down below for these. They range from like $9 up to like $15, and between 7 to I think it's like up to 40 washes. And I have used these for years. My husband puts a whole bunch of them in my stocking every year, but particularly if you have someone who's going to be traveling, if you get them the travel ones, these are things that can be used for like 7 washes. They are so great because you can take them with you. You don't have to worry about bringing a sponge. You don't have to worry about bringing soap, but you have your own personal body buffer with you, and it makes the skin feel so good. It helps scrub dead skin cells off, and it's just a really, really great item to put in a stocking. And like I said, they have all different types of scents available, whether you're looking for a floral scent, for a more masculine scent, for a fruity scent, you are going to be able to find it. Now, the next item on this list is for someone who is the social hoster, and that is going to be a card game. It is the game Dumb Questions to Ask Your Friends. It's currently $19 regular price. I'm sure it's going to go on Black Friday sales. The way that this game works is it's all sorts of different questions, and the guesser doesn't know what question has been selected. The other players give their answers, and it's the guesser's job to figure out which question it was that was asked. I have seen this played on Smosh Games. If I can find the video where they're playing this game, I will link it down below to show you how it works. But I think that this could be a really fun thing to put in the stocking because it can also give you something to do that afternoon when you're just laying around trying to figure out, you don't really want to nap, you don't really have anywhere to go or to be, you're waiting on that meal to come out. It would be a really good way to just spend time doing something as a family or with friends on Christmas Day. Now, next up, this is for more of the backseat passenger. It is a game called Kanoodle. It is regularly $14 on Amazon, and I actually got this for my husband last year. This is basically a travel puzzle game, and he unfortunately had COVID when we went on vacation after Christmas last year, so he just entertained himself with this for days. And basically it is a 3D puzzle that you get to move around. They give you all different patterns that you have to figure out how to make out of various shapes that it provides you with in the kit. And again, it's another thing that is great if you are looking for something to fill some time with boredom on Christmas Day, but it is also something that you can use particularly if you are going to be traveling. This would be great on an airplane, this would be great in the car, and I always like to get things in my stocking. They're just a little bit fun. Now, speaking of cars and car trips, if you are a parent who has a new teenage driver this year, something that you might want to put into their stocking is this $12 safety hammer. Now, what this is it is very good at breaking the safety glass that is in car windows, car windshields, and so that way if they happen to get in a very unfortunate wreck, which we obviously don't want to happen to anyone, but if it were to happen and they felt like that they were trapped inside the car, they would be able to break the glass, break the windshield, and easily get out of the vehicle. So if you want to feel a little bit safer with your teenage driver, this could be a great thing to put into their stocking stuffer. Now, the next stocking stuffer is a $7 item for those of us who have issues with getting makeup on our clothing. I'm talking turtlenecks, t-shirts, sweaters. If you wear makeup, chances are at some point in your life, you've had the issue with some type of a shirt coming down over your face and getting makeup on it. Well, this is a mesh hood that you put on over your head whenever you're going to be doing that, and it helps protect your hair, it helps protect your makeup, and that way it also helps protect your clothing from getting anything on it that you don't want. I have actually tried this out. I wanted to try it before recommending it, and it does indeed work. I've tried it with my turtlenecks for a couple of weeks now, and so I think that this could be a really great option to give someone that would be very usable throughout the year at any point in time. And that's another great thing to do with stocking stuffers, is get things that people are actually going to use. Now, the point of stocking stuffers, at least for my family, in part, is to make people giggle. And if you have someone who is always wanting some sort of a head massage, a head scratch, get them this silly looking scalp massager. It actually does work really effectively. My husband uses it on himself as well as on our dogs. They actually really enjoy it. And it is just $5, and again, it's something that they're gonna pull out of the stocking, everyone's gonna laugh, but they're probably actually going to use it as well. Now, a couple of stocking stuffers ago, I'd mentioned about protecting your makeup, but for reapplying your makeup, check out this little $8 LED makeup mirror. It's a magnifying mirror, but it comes with LED lighting. And so if you are having to reapply your makeup, but you don't really have good light to use, this will be very, very helpful for that. And it comes in a wide array of colors for whatever color suits the person that you are giving it to's style. Now, for those who are concerned about data security, if you work in any type of an industry where you deal with people's personal data, you've probably had security awareness trainings, and it talks about making sure not to plug into public access ports, doing whatever you can to protect ways that hackers can get into your computer and get information off of it. Well, there are a lot of really neat tools out there. This particular hacker protector is a USB drive that you are able to plug into all sorts of different ports. You're able to plug a charger into that, and then that allows through ways that I don't quite understand, allows some data protection and security, so it helps to block those hackers being able to get into your system. If you are someone who has to work off public networks a lot, particularly if you're traveling, so looking at hotels, looking at airports, I think this could be a really, really useful, cool tool to have to give you a little bit more feeling of safety when using your technology in a public space. Now, for someone who has issues with stubborn hairs, with splinters, with potentially getting stings, one of the things that you have to have is a pair of tweezers, and I'm recommending the $12 Tweezerman tweezers. These are absolutely my favorite pair of tweezers. They are very sharp, very good tweezers, and they're really good at getting into those hard to pull out areas, whether that's a hair, whether that's a splinter, whether that is a stinger. And there's also a 3-pack at Nordstrom for $25, and this comes with 3 different widths in it. And so depending on what you're using, you might want to have a different width tweezer, and this gives you a lot of variety. Now, for the person who always seems to get blisters on their feet or on their hands, I suggest that you get them a pack of blister band-aids. You can find these between like 10 to 14 bucks. And basically it's just these extra pads where if you've gotten blisters, you can put it on there and it provides a lot of extra extra cushion, whether you need to have gloves over it, whether you've still got to keep wearing your shoes. I had a real issue with a pair of shoes that I wore, absolutely destroying my heels one day. I was able to pull these out, put these on, and it worked great. And then you just wear them until they fall off, and it really helps to cushion your blister and give it the room to heal without getting continuously recut and reopened. Now, for the person who wishes that they were an action star, I saw these and thought they were really neat. They are definitely going to be a stocking stuffer that I'm giving to someone this year, and they are these Ninja fridge magnets. Now, I think that these are super fun, super neat. They're multi-packs so that you can, maybe you want to break it up and give people just a couple of fridge magnets. Maybe you want to give them the whole set. But either way, I think that for 14 bucks, this is something that people have a lot of fun with, and who knows, you may even see them throwing them at the fridge on Christmas Day. Now, something that's going to seem a bit old-fashioned to some, but I actually think can be really, really useful, is that if you know someone who's going to be traveling in 2025, getting them some sort of guidebook, mini coffee table book to go into their stocking for that trip. Yes, obviously you can go onto the web and find vlogs on YouTube, you can find travel guides, but having a physical book, a lot of times you can forget all that stuff that you've seen in videos. You can forget that stuff that you read on various blogs on the web. But having this physical book with you, you could be like, hey, I remember I saw this thing in the book, and it will help give you the information of where it is, what it is that you'd be seeing, and help lead you along the way with your trip. Also, it is a tangible item that you can put into their stocking stuffer, whereas you can't exactly put YouTube videos in a stocking. This next gift is for the person who can never decide what it is they want to eat or cook. It is a pair of food dice. You can find these for between $10 to $20 all over Etsy and Amazon. And basically, you roll the dice, you see maybe what types of ingredients you're going to have, what type of food you're going to have, and it helps you make that decision in a really fun way. I could see this being great to go in someone who is newly married, their stocking, because one of the biggest things that you don't think about once you're living with someone all the time is making that decision for meals every day, because you do have to make those decisions together. And so this is a great way to do that, as well as to potentially help you with a New Year's resolution of maybe cooking or eating at home more. Now, the next stocking stuffer, technically I say it's for dads, but really it could be for anyone. For the person who has all of the really big flashlights you could possibly want. The $12 Handy Bright, I think, is a really, really great stocking stuffer. Again, it's something that's kind of chunky. It's something that is useful, and it is actually something that has been one of my father-in-law's favorite just gifts that he's received at Christmas over the past few years. And when I gave it to him, he was kind of like, I'm not sure I'm going to use this. And he uses it all the time because it's magnetic. It will stick onto wherever you're trying to look under. But it's also a really, really good size that's not something that's super giant, super heavy to have to use. And so this has been a really big hit in our family and something that you might want to consider. Now, if you have someone who is really into baking, one of my absolute favorite baking companies is King Arthur, and I love a lot of their products. This is stuff that my husband will generally put into my stocking, and the thing that I'm really going to recommend you looking at, it's $25, but if you sign up for their emails, you can get it for $20 with a coupon, and that is Pure Vanilla Plus. This is a vanilla extract that actually has vanilla bean in it, and it is so good. It really elevates whatever baked goods you were trying to make with it. And I think that giving people stuff that involves their passion, but something that they wouldn't normally spend the money on for themselves, because $25 for a ball of vanilla extract is a lot, I recognize that. This is a really great way to help them in their interest in a meaningful way that will make sure to be a consumable stocking stuffer that if they enjoy, they can then go and get themselves later on in the year. Now, if you are someone who suffers from eye strain, headaches, that sort of thing, what I'm going to recommend is the hot cold eye band that I have here. It is $18. It can go in the freezer, it can go in the microwave, and it can give you whatever type of relief it is that you need for your eyes. So if you need to have some cooling stuff going on, maybe your eyes have been really swelly and puffy, if your eyes feel like they need some relaxation, doing the hot version of this can be really, really great. And the thing that I like about this is that because it has the band that goes around it, it will help it stay secure on you. If you just need to lay down and sleep, it's not going to move off of you as you do that. And it's only $8. Now, item number 18 is for the person who likes some bathroom humor. And I saw this and I felt like it just had to go onto the list, even though it's not something that I would personally enjoy getting. I think it's something that quite a few people in your house that you're looking for stocking stuffers for might. It is the $15 Naughty Pooping Candy Elf. Basically, it sends out jelly beans that are chocolate flavored jelly beans. It's not my type of humor, but for 15 bucks, I could see on how there are definitely several guys in my family who would really get a kick out of using this on Christmas Day. Now, number 19, moving back to a more practical item, is if you are giving anyone a gift in the entire household that needs batteries, go ahead and give someone in the house a battery checker. These are 1 for $6 or 2 for $8. The deal may even be better this Black Friday, but these are really great. It tells you if the batteries that you have on hand are going to work or not, because I've had plenty of times where we've meant to throw batteries away. Instead, we put them back in the pack and we put them back in the drawer, and so you have to like go through multiple batteries to find ones that actually will work in the device. This way you're able to check them before you put them into the device to see if they are going to work or not. And then finally, following on with that theme, if there's anyone in your house who's going to be getting an item that requires batteries, put the batteries in their stocking. If it requires AA's, give that person some AA batteries. If it requires AAA's, give that person some AAA batteries to make sure that you have batteries that will work so that they can use that Christmas item on the actual day, and you don't have to have any risk then of the batteries not working. So there it is, folks. There's my list of 20 stocking stuffers for men or for women that you can look at buying this year. Make sure to follow those links down below and to be subscribed for the rest of my Christmas gift guides. I'm assuming that this one is the one that I'm going to put up first, but when it comes to editing, you never know how things are going to work out. So the other ones that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a specific to men gift guide this year with 10 different items on it. I am also going to be doing a luxury gift guide. So this is things anywhere over $250, luxury brands, luxury themed, the big gift items that you might consider asking for yourself or giving to someone else. And then the other gift guide that I'm going to be doing is a gift guide for items under $250. So this is 10 items I think are great, ranging anywhere from over $25 to under $250 for those more mid-range price gifts. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!